So what I think we should do is the plan's only going to shift very, very, very slightly here. I think what the overall overarching end game goal for rolling out into the deep desert should be is to claim nodes, right? So that we have full access to those nodes and we know for a fact that nobody else is going to be able to build over that node. Once we have that node claimed, we can just plop a buggy down at that base with a node, and then anybody who's at that base, we could set 45-minute timers. You know what I mean? If somebody's farming in and around a base that has a node claimed but open to the public, we can set a 45-minute timer, have a buggy ready to roll out, slap it, roll back every 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's the same effect as covering a node without running into the problem of griefing or upsetting other players, right? Now, what I'm thinking here is this is like twofold. It's going to make it to where we don't have to worry about how exactly we need to build the base in order to make it to where the node is mineable. Fib's also bringing up an excellent point. We can just build up a small sub base next to the node where we can put the buggy in. That way the buggy actually never has to leave the sub base. It's fully protected from the storm damage. Nobody can push it into the sand and thump it. It's fully safe. And then we can just jump in there and mine it. Big brain ideas coming from the guild once again. And again, the plan here, you guys, is we're flying out and we're trying to claim titanium nodes. If somebody beats you to the titanium node, which is entirely possible since we're rolling out in tier 5s, we need to attempt to claim the stravidium node. If you miss both of them, it's not that big of a deal. But what we're rolling out here for is to claim these nodes to prevent other people from building on top of them. We will then be setting up buggy bases. So if Juxt, Jay, and Maldi roll out to this first section, Juxt is going to try and catch one of the titanium nodes on C7, and then Jay, Maldi, and Jay, if you guys want to split and try and catch one of the titanium nodes here. I mean, realistically, if we can land all of them, it'd be amazing, but this is going to be a race, so we're going to be racing other people. So have your building tools slotted on your toolbar, be ready to slap down a sub-fief. Everybody else who's rolling with me, we're going to go and try and capture D8. And on D8, there's several nodes, D8 to E8 we're going to try and capture, but also D9. So when we get here, I think we need like 2 people trying to capture E8, and then the rest trying to kick off into these titanium nodes right here. J-Wolf, what ore are we trying to keep? We're trying to land sub-fiefs on titanium. We're not going to build over top of the titanium, so don't worry about putting down any builds yet. We're not going to build and block off the titanium. We're going to prevent other people from blocking off the titanium and hopefully set us up with several buggy shacks throughout the deep desert where we are going to be able to constantly mine out these nodes on a 45-minute timer. But after we're all done setting up our sub-fiefs, we're going to blitz back to the Haga Basin. We need to figure out where Fiblet is putting down his main base. Then we need to stock up some assault ornithopters with whatever sort of materials he needs, and then we need to shoot those out there. When it comes to setting up the buggy bases around the nodes that we claim, more so what we're doing right now in the race is trying to prevent as many people as possible from being able to build over top of these public nodes. All right, we're good. We're good. Everybody in. Everybody in. Leg popped up right away as well. Don't wait for me. Don't wait for the clips. We're jumping in and we're leaving. Yep, don't wait for me. Don't wait for nobody. Just jump in and go. We're going on the right side of the deep desert map here. Donut coming in with the follow on Twitch. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Welcome. Go, go, go. We're going to the right side here. Again, Jay, Maldi, and Juxt are heading over to C7 and C8. Everybody else is rolling with me over to D8. There's 3 titanium nodes on D8 and D9, and then at the very top of D8 is where we're going first. Depending on who's there first, whoever is at D8 first goes to the top of D8. If you're following in on the back side, spread out, because D9 has a titanium node that we're trying to get in, and towards the middle and the bottom of D8, there's actually 2 islands with titanium nodes that we're also trying to land. Again, we're here to land these things to hopefully prevent people from building up the bases. To hopefully prevent people from blocking them. All right, 7,000 meters. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Like I said, anybody who's tailing, be sure to hit up the middle and the right side of D8 and D9. Wrestling. There was a lot in the world map. I'm never certain if those are actual people or not, but it looked like it. That's fine, J-Wolf. That's fine. They dropped the las gun and they dropped the assault ornithopter wings. I said that at the beginning of the stream. I was like, it's like the Funcom devs knew. They knew we were coming. We're on the Harmony server. C8. I think it's this island right here that has the titanium. I'm not positive, Juxt. I'm not positive. But I think it's that one right there. It might be that one right there. I don't know, man. Good luck. Up on the top right, there's probably some. And then maybe over here, there's some. It's fine, you guys. It's fine. If you're getting delayed, if you're having a hard time logging in, it's not that big of a deal. If you're super delayed, then what you're probably going to want to do is back up J Maldi and Juxt in them on C8 to see if you can get that. And if you're super, super late, maybe roll out to like C5 or I think it's C2. On C2, there's some as well. I'll look here in a second, but I'm getting close. I'm getting close to this ore. Juxt got one. I got a strav over here. I didn't see the titanium, so we just hit the stravidium.
Yeah, give nerds.
You got one stravidium, guy. You got one stravidium, you f***ing goofball. Jay managed to land one titanium. Huge. Alright, I don't know what Juxt hit. It was Juxt that hit one, right? Was it titanium or stravidium that you managed to nab, Juxt? Is the stravidium close enough to your titanium that you could use an expander to send it? No. Alright, it's not that big of a deal then. Titanium's what we're after. If you don't have an extra subfief, because I don't have an extra subfief either. I was able to land one stravidium, which is going to be nice. It'll keep the stravidium flowing at least a little bit for us. You were able to land one titanium, which is huge. And then Just Jay got one titanium as well, which is big. So what we're doing now is we need to, everybody who rolled out here needs to roll back over to the Haga Basin. We A, got to go let J-Wolf out, and B, I've got to perm those assault ornithopters. There should be somebody pretty soon who's going to be in need of sending those assault ornithopters. Adam and J-Wolf might have hit a stravidium on C2. I've got a stravidium all the way out on E8, D8. And then we've got Jay and Maldi and Juxt who managed to pull a titanium and 2 stravidium over on the C7 and C8 sector. So C7, C8 was a massively successful operation here where we were able to land exactly what we were looking for. You guys are absolute legends. I was a bit late getting to D8 and they managed to get the titanium out there, but we still nabbed a stravidium. And then Adam and J Wolf might have landed a Stravidium in the middle at C2 as well. So we might be set up with 1 titanium, 2 titaniums, and 3 Stravidiums for buggy shacks, which isn't bad. We're there. All right, we're moving over to C7, C8. That's going to be the main area of operation. C7 and C8, I believe, has 1 titanium and 2 Stravidium, or 2 titanium and 1 Stravidium. I don't remember exactly. We have 1 of each at least. Well, Droid, I tell you what, there's 5 nodes that they're not going to be able to block off, and that's just week 1. That's just week 1. I think we're going to be doing this every single week, trying to lock off these from being able to lock down these nodes. Because Fib's right, bro. It's a cheesy-ass strategy. I think for our first week rolling out into the deep desert in the mass wave like we did, scattering and claiming islands, we did an excellent job. These guys over here on C8, Jay, Maldi, and Juxt, absolutely killed it. I missed out on some titanium up north, but realistically, it's not that big of a deal. We got titanium and Stravidium here, which is huge. Titanium, actually, titanium, Stravidium, titanium, and then Stravidium, and then Stravidium. We got 2 titaniums, 2 Stravidiums. No, 2 titaniums, 3 Stravidiums.